Me and Kyrell were diagnosed with COVID-19. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's just jump right into it. Me and Kyrell were diagnosed with COVID-19 back in January. On January 31st, we were diagnosed with COVID-19. I started feeling symptoms on January 26th. And the symptoms that I started feeling were my head was hurting me so much. I could not see out of my right eye. I do wear contacts. I took the contacts out of my eyes. I could not see still. I put my glasses on. I cleaned my glasses. I still couldn't see. My body was aching so much to the point where it took me so long to get out of bed. And I did go back and forth between maybe it is like a sinus pressure, maybe it's a sinus infection. I just didn't really want to believe that I contracted COVID-19. And I do know exactly where I got it. If you have been watching my channel, then you do know that I did go to CANON in January. I came back January 10th, January 19th. I tested negative for COVID-19. So I did not get it from CANON. I'm not going to disclose where I got it from, just for the privacy of that individual. But I do know exactly where I got it from. So when I first started feeling symptoms, I immediately went to the medication cabinet. I took emergency. I took cod liver. I always take every morning vitamin D3. And I also texted my mom and I told her, you need to make me the tea that you always make me when I am sick. And I'm going to write the tea on the screen. I'm Haitian. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not going to butcher it, so I'm just going to write it on the screen. So I took that. And I started feeling better. I did start feeling better. So I went back and forth. I was like, is it COVID? Is it not? Is it, I didn't know. And at the time, I didn't have childcare for Kyrell. So I could not go get tested until Sunday. That's when we were diagnosed. So between that time, I was medicating myself with emergency, cod liver, and the tea that my mom, makes for me. She also went out and bought me zinc. She bought me elderberry. I'm actually going to get my medication to show you guys the medication that I was taking. But yeah, between that time I was just medicating myself. I was also wearing a mask because I did not know if Kyrell had it, and I did not want to expose it to him. I did not want to give it to him. But Kyrell was 10 months old. He is now 11 months old, and anything on my face, whether it's these lashes, glasses, Kyrell is going to take it off. So it was difficult to wear a mask around Kyrell. So I'm not sure if he had it before I did and he gave it to me. I don't know what. I just know that we both were positive for COVID on January 31st. When the doctor did let me know, first she let me know that I was diagnosed, and I knew it. I was like, it was a possibility. I did know, okay, I've accepted that. I was, my first thought was like, okay, I have to quarantine with Kyrell, and I can't see him for 2 weeks. And then she turned around and said, the baby too. And when I heard that, it's like my whole world just like collapsed. Because, I didn't know that I had a chance that I had it, and I was trying to protect him. But to hear those words, like, like your baby has COVID-19, like your baby is sick, your baby is, not well, it did break my heart. I did start to kind of blame myself. But I did try to protect myself, and I did get it. It's not my fault that I did get it. I'm talking to myself right now because sometimes I still feel guilty that he had to go through that, because sometimes I feel like, I didn't do my best. I didn't do what I was supposed to do, protect him. But he's okay now. But let's get into his symptoms. That Sunday morning, he woke up with a runny nose. And I noticed that he had a runny nose, but I attested to the fact that, okay, he has a cold. And you don't really hear much about an infant having COVID-19. So I honestly did not know I did not know what symptoms to watch out for. I did Google it, but there's like nothing. I don't know if there's nothing out there, but I couldn't find much. So I did not know that runny nose is associated with COVID-19 symptom in an infant. So he had a runny nose. That day also, he took a nap. He woke up super hot, like hotter than usual. If you're a mother, you know how your child wake up. You know when he's hotter. You know. So Kyrell woke up from his nap a little warmer, and so I took his temperature, and he had a low-grade fever. He had a fever of 100. So it wasn't much to worry about, but still, he had a low-grade fever. So the way we treated Kyrell's symptoms were baby Motrin. We gave him baby Motrin. I'm going to get the medication bag, and I'm going to, read what it says in the back. But we gave him baby Motrin. I think it was every 4 hours. Whatever it says on the back, we did. Then we also gave him cod liver. We gave him lime juice, and I don't think that Kyrell was able to taste and smell because he took everything like it was just regular food. And Kyrell is not an eater. He opened his mouth and he swallowed it. He did not give any fuss. So I don't think that he was able to taste or smell. Kyrell also was a bit fussy. Like, he was still himself. He was still happy. He was still playing around. He was still laughing. However, it was just be like, he's laughing, crying, laughing, crying, laughing, crying. Like, he was trying to, you can tell that he was uncomfortable. He was super uncomfortable. And, it did break my heart a bit. And I did monitor. I literally did not sleep. Those 2 weeks, I did not sleep. More so the first couple of days, I did not sleep because he had a fever, and I was trying to track it to see if, it would go up or down. Thankfully, if it was Sunday, by Tuesday, it did go down to 99. And then it stayed at 98. So he only had a fever for like 2 days. His runny nose did last about a week and a half. We did give him cod liver. Every morning we gave him cod liver. We also gave him lime juice every day. He had no appetite. Kyrell on a regular does not have an appetite, but he had absolutely no appetite. All he wanted to do was drink milk. So that's what we gave him. So he had no appetite. He did not want any food. So that was Kyrell's symptoms. My symptoms, At times I was ignoring it, honestly, because I'm a mother. My child comes first. But for the most part, what I remember, my symptoms stayed the same. Body aches, runny nose, no, not runny nose, body aches, loss of vision in my right eye, a very like intense headache. Some days were better than others. Oh, and I slept. I was so tired. I slept, let me see, Kyrell slept at 10. He woke up at 9, and I slept the whole way through, not even waking up once. And I also took his 2 naps with him. That was about, that's more than, usually on a regular, I sleep 5 to 6 hours. You know, when he goes to sleep, I still do my things, but what, 10 to 9, that's about 11 hours, plus his 3 plus 2, that's what, 11 plus 5, that's 16 hours a day I was basically sleeping. And if I could sleep more, I probably would have slept more because I was exhausted. But let me go get my medication bag. I'll be right back to show you guys the medications that we were taking while we, you know, had COVID-19. Okay, so I'm back with the medication bag, but the first thing that I was taking was elderberry. These are gummies. There's elderberry that are not gummies, but this is the one my mom found, so this is what she gave me. I was also taking D3. I take D3 every day, so this was just, you know, something I take every day. She also, where's the cap for this? Oh, she also bought me, my mom bought me all of these things because obviously I was in quarantine. She also bought me B12, so I was taking B12. I was also taking zinc. I also take zinc every day, so this was just included. Zinc. This is the cod liver. This is nasty, but this works wonders. So please, if you have COVID-19, please take this. But this is cod liver. And also I was taking iron. I also take this every day because I have low iron, so I take this. But these are the medications that I was taking. Also Kyrell, this is all Kyrell was taking. The only thing Kyrell was taking was baby Motrin and the cod liver. Sorry, he was taking cod liver and baby Motrin. Along with these medication, I was also taking the tea that I will ask my mom for the name, and I will write it on the screen. So those are the medication that me and Kyrell took while we had COVID-19. I do hope this video was very informative and very helpful. I'm going to restate again the symptoms, especially to watch out for an infant, because I didn't know what symptoms to watch out with Kyrell. As I said previously, a runny nose, fussiness, random fussiness, and a fever. Those were literally the main thing. I don't know anything about his taste and smell because he can't talk, but runny nose, fever, and fussiness. And just because your child has this does not mean that they have COVID-19, but you know, if you do see those signs, then I would advise to get tested, to get your child at least tested. And for me, my symptoms were massive headache, massive headache, no vision in my right eye, body ache, extreme body ache, fatigue, sleeping for over, I sleep 5 to 6 hours. I was sleeping 15 to 16 hours. That definitely double. If you're sleeping more so than you usually sleep, then you know that may be a sign that you have COVID-19 and that it may not be. However, if you suspect that you have COVID-19, please get tested. So this concludes this video. I hope this video was very helpful and very informative, and I will see you guys in the next one.